welcome to another session with Owen Engineering Services. In today's episode, I'm going to answer a few questions customers do ask about these two devices. This is a TV guard. We all know what this is. And this is a stabilizer. All right. So, customers will like, can't I use a TV guard for my fridge? Can I use AC guard for my AC? Yeah, yes, you can use. But what is the difference between a TV guard and a stabilizer? And why is one better than the other? All right, let's go into detail. What does this do? And what does this do? Okay, for a TV guard, it has some instructional codes, like a timer. So some of them can delay for about 180 seconds, that's 3 minutes, before they give output. In addition to that delay, they are programmed such that if voltage is lower than 170 volts, it will stop output. It will not give output. And then if voltage is higher than 230 volts, it will also stop output. While some has little variations in the range. But usually it is within 170 and 230. That is the most popular range in most of it. Right, but this does not have any influence over the voltage. What do I mean? It cannot raise the voltage if it is low, neither can it step it down, bring it down if it is high. So this is just a timer. It only delays and then stops the output totally if the voltage is low. So while this may be perfect for your TVs, because TV has some well-designed power packed that can accommodate as low as 100 volt, while some refrigerators and some freezers do not have those power packs. There are refrigerators and freezers that has those power packs that uses DC compressors and has those power packs. They can accommodate any voltage at all, but not all refrigerators, not all air conditioners have that. That is why some refrigerators, some air conditioners will start with low voltages and some will not. Now, let's get to a stabilizer. As already shown in a previous video, as we already explained when we showed stabilizers that has faults, even those faults that are noticeable by customers or that are unknown to customers. And we also show how a good stabilizer is supposed to be, how it's supposed to work. A stabilizer can raise as low as 100 volts. It can raise it to 200 or even 220, depending on the design of the stabilizer. Some manufacturers limit their input voltage, the least, to be 130 volts, while some make it as low as 100 volts. Now, a stabilizer can also raise, assuming there is a fault in your area and then the voltage supply gets higher than 260 volts. Your stabilizer will bring it down to 220, thereby saving the life of your TV, air conditioner, refrigerators. Now, what do we make of this? Whereas we don't have equal voltage distribution across our states and country, it is important also to say that the power supply, even in band A, is not really reliable. Though the light seems to be available, but it is interrupted frequently. I live in an area that uses band A, and I can say that frequent interruptions is what we can't deny in our state. Okay, having said that, why do you now need a stabilizer? Because if light, if a compressor was running previously and then now take away the light and bring it back in less than 3 minutes, that compressor will not run again immediately. And if there is a little problem with the relay of the compressor, it will cause it to go very hot. That process can damage that compressor. This device will not only delay, it will also help to raise or reduce the voltage to a normal voltage that will run your devices perfectly. Let's assume you are having 180 volts. Not all devices runs with that amount of voltage. Not all devices can run with 180 volts. But if it is up to 200, 220, I assure you all devices will run with that. That is why a stabilizer is preferred to these. Because at that point, a stabilizer will take it from that 180 to 220 or even 230. So let's assume you have a 180 volt supply in your area for 6 hours and then it doesn't run your fridge. Your fridge is not cold because you are not applying a stabilizer to it. You are not helping the fridge. You have a low voltage. You are using this. It will not increase the voltage for your device to run. Hence, at that point, at that instance, this is what you need. A stabilizer is preferable. Let's also look at a situation you have up to 260 volts and above, either as a result of fault or whatever. This device will also bring down the voltage to the acceptable and useful voltage. Either a high or a low voltage can affect a compressor. Both high and low voltage can affect compressors. Therefore, it is always advisable to use safety gadgets, voltage regulators such as this to enable you prolong the lifespan of your compressor. If this video makes a lot of sense to you, like our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then click the notification bell to get more updates from us. Thanks for watching.